Okay, we're given the two formula for compound interest, where A would be the amount of money you either owe, or if you've invested, interest isn't always bad, right? If you invest, then that would be the amount you'd get back. P being the principal, which is the amount that you actually invested or borrowed. R being the interest rate, and this is given always in years, same R right there. N is the number of times compounded a year. And you might notice the one on the right doesn't have an N, because the one on the right is compounded continuously. And then finally, T is the time in years. So if we're given something that says you have invested $25,000, so I know that's the principal, and you do this for 4 years, so I know that's the time, and you put it in an account that gives you 6%, and you want to change your percentages to decimal, so that's my interest rate. And then they ask you to work this problem a couple of different ways. They say to first do it where you are using compounded semi-annually. So I'm going to write that one out, and then I will just tell you how to do the other ones. So to find the amount for semi-annually, I invested $25,000. Looking at the formula up there, 1 plus my interest rate, 0.06, in the number of times compounded a year. Well, semi-annually would be twice a year, and then twice a year times the number of years, which would be 4. Be very, very careful that you do the inside first, okay, when you work this out. So you should get something like 25,000, and then inside here 1.003 raised to the 8th power. And I came up with, rounding this to the nearest cents, $31,669.25. All right, so you do the same formula over and over. Let's get a new page here. And so using the same problem, then they say, well, what happens if you invest it quarterly? Well, you're going to do, everything's pretty much going to be the same thing. You still invested $25,000. You still have an interest rate of 0.06, but quarterly is 4 times a year. So 4 times a year times 4 years. And I get $31,724.64. And then they say, well, what if you do it monthly, which is kind of like credit card interest, right? Well, again, everything stays the same, 25,000, 1 plus my 6% interest, but now monthly is 12 times a year. So then 12 times 4, and I get $31,762.23. So it should make sense, the more it's compounded, right, the more money you're going to make, because you're getting interest on interest. All right, so back here, then it also says, do this again, but for continuous. And that's this formula right there. So compounded continuously would be the 25,000 E, which is just a number, 2.71828, right? You have an E on your calculator. And then raised to the interest rate, 0.06, and times 4 years. Because remember, if it's compounded continuously, you don't care about semi-annually, quarterly, or monthly, because it's continuously. And so you throw all that in your calculator, and you should get $31,781.23. And comparing all these, of course, that's going to be your largest, the best account, right? Good luck finding a bank account that will give you interest continuously. If you find it, let me know.